We used to go to Vinnie's a lot. There I was, a young sort of teenager, 8 years old, well, 6 years old, I suppose, and sort of 8 years old to 18, I guess, 16, 17, I suppose, 8 to 17, I suppose. Cooma years, but it happened in Berriedale years a bit, but in Cooma years when we're living in Cooma, sort of, Dad and Mum were involved with St. Vincent de Paul with the Catholic Church. We'd get down to Sharp Street, because it was there, St. Vincent de Paul Centre was there at the time, but I moved up to Vale Street later on near the post office, and, where it currently is. But it was down at Sharp Street near the Tourist Cafe, just east of the Centennial Park along Sharp Street, just east, the Centre Park, just a little bit east on going towards Canberra, on Sharp Street towards Canberra, and going up sort of theoretically the Monaro Highway, I guess, and sort of just there on the north side of the street, there was St. Vincent de Paul. And I remember sort of, Mum would take us there and she'd buy sort of clothes, and we'd look around the store. Can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? Can I have that? A second-hand store, and you'd look at things. But we would actually go out the back a bit because Dad worked at St. Vincent de Paul, not as a paid employee, but he was involved with the council doing a bit of this and bit of that. They were members of St. Vincent de Paul, so we got to play out the back and things where the trucks, the vans delivered foods and did that stuff, and sort of all throughout the shop at times. And the same was true when we got to Vale Street. Mum would sometimes go down there and do sortings and things like that. Some volunteer work a little bit at times. And Dad worked doing some paperwork, I think something or other he was involved with. But I think it only happened once or maybe twice. I think it was just once, sort of helping Jared Bryant, friend of the family. He did the picking up the clothes from Jindabyne in the St. Vincent de Paul bin Jindabyne. I did that once with him. But I was going to get involved more, but sort of life moved on and we drifted up to Canberra in 1990. But I was in St. Vincent de Paul stores a lot in the 1980s, and since then I've actually done volunteer work in Phillip, in Woden area of Canberra, at St. Vincent de Paul's in the head office. And sort of before I got employment at Detia and then Aquis, the Strong Quarantine, I was at Potter's House at the time, but I did some volunteer work at St. Vincent de Paul. So I got to know Vinnie's people at Phillip as well. And but I've been in the store there in Tuggeranong, in this district in Tuggeranong. I've shopped there very many times, buying things like CDs and DVDs and knickknacks and this and that, so my life has seen a lot of activity involved with St. Vincent de Paul. So the family's involved with it, and Dad's dead now, and Mum's sort of does meetings for retired Vincent de Paul workers, I think it is, who sort of just chat and stuff. I think it's the Vinnie's ladies group or something like that, or something involved with it somewhat. And they just chat about ideas now. She's not really directly involved with Vincent de Paul anymore. She's elderly now. But St. Vincent de Paul, sort of, the values sort of are my values to a degree as well. I'm a Noahide, of course, but if I was still in the church, the Catholic Church, I'd have grown up and followed in my father's footsteps, I would imagine. I was thinking of this the other night. Just last night, I think, and I'd be a Vinnie's man, so, it's in the blood, I suppose.